Good evening. I am about to attempt the Tube of Terror with the support, as ever, of my little buddy Juan Bonero. And the Tube of Terror is from the creators of the Death Nut Challenge, Blazing Foods, and it's Johnny Scoville's Tube of Terror. Carolina Reaper Peanut Challenge, and this was selected as my next strange thing to do by Jamie Cox of Opie's Beard Co. when I was talking to him at the Opie's Beard and Moustache Championships last month in Reading. He asked me what I was doing next, and I said I didn't know. I've got a few in, and that he could pick, and this is what he's picked out for me. So, the ingredients on this, it says it's a Carolina Reaper Peanut Challenge, but there's a bit more than that going on. They're Jumbo XL Virginia Peanuts. I don't know if that means anything to peanut fans out there. I just think peanuts are peanuts as far as I know. Pure cane sugar, and the chilies. The chilies being obviously Carolina Reaper, and then also ghost pepper, chocolate boulard, 7-pot brain strains, 7-pot douglas, Moruga scorpion, and then there's some salt, and there's 13 million capsaicin crystals. So, just for the avoidance of doubt, if I can get that in there, there is a seal on this. These have not been played with in any way. So these are exactly as they come. So it says on them, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. A bit of a Johnny Scoville catchphrase. And the rules on this suggest one thing, but the rules of the challenge were intended to be slightly different, and I'm going to try and stick to the intended rules. So it says no food or drink. Standard. That is still a rule. You have 10 minutes to finish the tube by eating only 1 to 2 peanuts at a time. Again, yeah, that's okay. It's the last rule. It says you have to wait 5 minutes after the final peanut to complete the challenge. Well, apparently that's not as it was intended. There was a 5-minute afterburn, but it's a 15-minute challenge overall. So the afterburn does not start when you complete the final peanut. It starts when the 10 minutes is up. So it's 15 minutes overall, and the peanuts have to be gone by minute 10. So I'm going to open these up. I think I'm going to shake them into a bowl, because you can only eat 1 or 2 at a time, and I don't want to be tipping them out and going, oh, I've got 3 there, and having to mess about, because I want to, if I can do it, I want to try and get it done in the 10 minutes and see where we go. So that's the wrapper off, and I'm going to shake these into this bowl here. Easier said than done. So that's the challenge then. Okay. Peanut tube, clearly empty. Peanuts in bowl. Right then. Do we have, what have we got on the clock? 10 or 15?
Minutes.
Okay, do you want to set it to 15 and just make sure I'm done by 10?
Okay, I'd rather do it 10 than I know I'm going to not miss it. But okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
2 peanuts, starting now. Hot. Tasty though. Yeah, very tasty. Hiccups. Always a sign that things are a bit hot. Wow. How long's gone?
2 minutes something.
Okay.
No, not quite 2 minutes. No. That's subtract.
So, as I understand it, these are as hot as the top level of Death Nut 2.0, which I never did. I did Death Nut 3.0, which were a bit hotter. But obviously in Death Nut, it's a smaller bag. Well, a small bag. It's not a great big tube full. So it's getting quite hot on the tongue now. Starting to build a little bit, getting into my nose and so forth. It's really starting to sting quite a lot on the tongue. What's the time, please?
Got 11 minutes, 12 seconds left.
Up to the 10-minute would be handy.
That's fine. 5 minutes 30 seconds left.
5 minutes to finish the nuts, yeah. The heat is getting pretty intense now. I'm starting to feel my eyes watering. What's left of the 10, please?
3.5.
Okay. Bit of a struggle now. 2.5. Last 2 going in. What time?
1:20 to go.
So the only thing now is, can I last the remaining time of the 15 minutes, which is
Almost just a minute. 48 seconds to go, 5 minutes.
just 6 minutes then. Can I have a tissue, please? Thank you. Nose is running really badly. Eyes are watering. Want to go nowhere near this hand. Nose are really, really hot. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah. Mouth is absolutely on fire. Really struggled a couple of times to make myself put 2 more nuts in.
Got 5 minutes.
On to the 5-minute afterburn now. Ears are stinging, ears are ringing. Don't want my tongue to touch any other part of my mouth. Then do, then don't. Because it helps it for like a second and then it hurts worse. This is a challenge. No. I can smell the chili powder in my nose from out of my throat. Breathing through nose or mouth is making things worse. And the heat is still building. I am struggling to find words to give you something to look at other than just me suffering, and I am suffering.
Just under 3 minutes
To go. The inside of my mouth is literally like a throbbing, pulsing. It might, and I mean might, be starting to level off a little bit now. Can you get me a glass of milk ready, please? Oh. How long's left?
1.5 minutes.
Minute and a half left to get through. It's doable. I'm not giving in before the minute and a half, but unlike many, there's going to be more straight down me when this is finished. Oh, it's definitely levelling off, it's definitely getting better.
Seconds.
30 seconds to go, and I'm so happy to hear it. Thanks for the challenge, Blazing Foods and Johnny Scoville, and thanks for picking it out for me, Jamie Cox. I cannot wait to get this down me.
Three, two, 1.
That was Tube of Terror 1. Cheers.